The pull-up scared me, but I was muted. Hello. I'm looking for a thumbnail for YouTube. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. No, 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 no. There's not a good enough. Oh, okay, I found a good enough thumbnail. Here we go. I was late because I wanted to hang on one second. Start something. I don't know how many times we played Ace Attorney. How many times have we played Ace Attorney? Yes, these. I had good luck in my gacha game today. So I'm flying high right now. What are you saying sorry for? Twitch chat. Can I move the Twitch? Oh, there we go. If someone talks on YouTube. Well, no, it might show. We shall see. Hang on, I gotta turn my skin on. Oh, also, I'm in the wrong scene. Okay. What's the magnifying? Okay. I got it. I'm back.
Welcome back, Cappy. How are you doing today?
There we go. Okay.
I'm good. Okay, so we have that working. Oh, okay, nice. Wait, that was actually really pain. Cappy, have you ever coded something and it felt more painless than it should be?
Can't say I've experienced that.
Oh, okay. I expected that to be painful as hell, guys. I expected that to take me like a good hour to figure out, you know?
Why do I have an exclamation point?
I don't know. Why do you?
I don't know. I'm kind of afraid to click it. Oh, I gotta
I've been doing good, Soul King. I've been doing good. How about you? Did I just delete?
Did you delete
Guys,
your
did I
whole
just?
game?
I
Can you
I, I
imagine?
might have deleted. I might have deleted something. I might have deleted something. Uh.
I
Okay.
had
Okay. Okay.
I had good luck earlier. I was making something in Photoshop and I had saved it and I said, okay, save. And then
Yeah.
I started working like maybe 1 minute later and then Photoshop crashed. So I lucked out by saving it at that moment.
Big W. Oh, that's good. That's good. I haven't played Fatal Fury actually. I've just kind of been I've just been kind of hopping around doing game dev stuff and whatever else that comes to mind, you know? But what are you working on Photoshop for, Cappy?
I'm working on something. Don't worry
Okay. Okay then, Cappy. Whatever you say.
about it.
Whatever you say.
Oh, like I was saying, I was late because I was going to make a smoothie. 'Cause I've been
Yeah.
making smoothies to take to work.
Yeah.
But then I realized that I'd have to chop up fruit and I didn't feel like doing
Yeah.
that.
It's like a social chat game thing, you know? Kind of like web fishing, if you've seen that. As you can see, we are walking around and doing themajigs here and there, you know? Uh, we got the camera working thing now, right? And now what we can do, right, is we can actually toggle this for like the individual scenes so that like some of them have the camera following and some of them don't, which allows us to have like a lot more control of like how we want this to go, you know? So look, so check this out.
Oh, what?
So this one, I'm like, it's like following the character, right? And then here, you know, yeah, character's like smack dab in the center of the screen. I'm not sure if I like that.
Are
Do
trials
we
always like this with you?
do we normally like the characters here? What?
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. How would you paddle
Well,
if you're
what's
swimming up?
1920 times 3 over
Am I
2?
confusing that? Except today we're swimming in quicksand.
2 over 3? Well, the 80, okay.
Can't stop yawning. What?
Ilishu couldn't be me.
You were just yawning. You were asleep.
No, never.
Mhm.
Never. I never yawn, Happy.
What happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Oh no, the judge! Oh no! What if he kills her?
Uh,
Do we trust the
what?
judge to not kill him?
No. What happens if the judge goes on court? Do people just go, eh? You know, does he just say not guilty and then get out scot free?
Yeah, he does it himself. It's like, oh, I'm free. Sorry, you can't charge me again.
For this crime, at least.
Yeah.
Who judges the judger?
Judge. He's the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
Why does this look so weird, guys?
Can I ask in the back of this room, what is that an ashtray?
Is it global position? I think it's global position, guys. I think it's global position.
Otherwise, I can't imagine what that is. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our
No.
only weapon is tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Is this? Yes.
Why is it doing this, guys?
They say
What?
you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me. Oh, I hear lightning.
I need to
I mean
offset it
thunder.
to divide it. Makes sense, makes sense.
Is that thunder? Oh, no, no. That's what they told me when I was a young and elite. Maybe they just didn't want you to mess with them. They're people too. Officer Marshall.
450. What's 960 over 2, guys?
35.
What's 1920?
46. 58.
1286. Thank you, Cappy. Thank you, Cappy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1286.0. Right.
Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late.
Oh, I don't think that's the correct direction, guys. I don't think that's the correct direction.
What do you mean?
Okay, okay.
3.14.
Oh wait, I had it on the wrong thing. 0.0. Okay, 1080, 1080, we need to use 1080 instead.
They've got the home branch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there? All the police I've seen the last 2 days have been really on edge.
Yeah, wrong way right there.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre?
Oh, I turned off my VTuber model instead. I'm a professional at this, guys. I swear. I swear.
You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. The marshal. The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. He wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say.
I think that's a hint too much of an adjustment.
Now
Guys,
don't that just,
I totally did
you know,
not do it once again. Do not worry. Do not worry, guys.
did you just close VTube Studio again?
I would never do that, Cappy.
Sure?
I am capable of learning from my mistakes.
I'm not positive.
I am incapable of learning from my mistakes.
I'm not positive.
Huh?
I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many times. Why is he watching the breeze down her slender neck? Strange thing to say. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. Does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
Okay, guys, we need to figure out how much we want to adjust this by.
So Miss Star wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. Did you close YouTube Studio again?
No.
So what are we gonna? So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee!
Is this guy American?
He's a cowboy.
Okay, guys, we need to figure out where halfway up this model is. Which, luckily, we could use a collision shape for.
Resume?
Oh, 60 fun.
The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. I think Edgeworth is dead.
How can he be dead if he has no hands?
That's very true. Very true.
Okay, that looks way better, guys, because we've actually adjusted for like where the center is instead of like the
He's
shadow
dying.
position down
He
there.
is. It's because he doesn't have any hands. The blood is just not even. It's not. There's nothing to stop it. There's no stoppers. He's just bleeding out. He has no hands.
Okay, and now ready.
That
Wood.
furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. I think he's. Oh, it can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well, then I believe it's time we continue on with this trial. During our
Someone
recess, I
died.
had
They're just like,
requested
yeah, time to continue.
that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. Hmm. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Oh wait,
Excuse
this
me.
should be called scale.
Who's there? Oh,
Scale.
this
This
guy.
actually should be a quote.
A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. I think that guy's the devil.
So real.
Am I wrong? Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in, see?
See?
Who on earth is he? Oh, it's you. I don't like how he's looking into my soul. I don't like this. I have to look away. Oh, I'm sorry I'm
Okay.
late. Uji? Okay? The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see. How have you been? Swim much these days? Oh. Well, hello. No, I've been busy. Uji? Uji? Busy,
Yeah, we
busy.
boot that back up.
Smizzy Uji. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes,
No.
indeed. Uji. Seems like his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. I'm sorry, but who are you? Aha, you are Raito, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. I'm Raito. Oh, thanks.
Having
sorry.
a nickname for the judge is a bad sign, Kathy.
Uji. Uji. You just took a letter out. Added another letter at the back. So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all the trouble, huh? Oh, as Worthy? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! I don't trust this guy. He's the devil. Little Worthy. Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police? Oh, he's definitely the devil. Oh, man. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Why is he looking at me like that?
Oh, this is the wrong thing. It should be zoom.
Dames Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Damon? More like demon. So, to what do we owe this
There we
honor
go,
today?
guys.
Do we put the monster voice on for him? Let's hope it
Why
doesn't
is
mess up.
I doing this?
Let me see.
Wait, what does it sound like?
Bad.
Does it?
It does not sound like a monster. It does not at all sound like a monster, Cappy. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Let me see. Wait.
How about this
It's-
one? Oh, that's
That's perfect, Cappy. That's perfect.
What about this one?
No, I don't think that one's it either, Cabby.
Sure?
I don't think that's it either.
Oh, my mic is messing up now.
Why don't you just make the voice, Cappy?
Because time.
Uh,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
why is why are you do you guys see this? Do you guys see like
I forgot how to turn off the voices.
my face when the voices? I think it's the filter options, guys.
So,
I think it's the texture filter.
What do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor soul. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. Little Worthy. I hate the silence. They just pause on him without him saying anything, and he's staring into my soul, and I don't like it. It's the devil. Devil worship. Have you seen that video of the lady? It's like wife swap or something like that. And she comes home and she's like I think she's having like a mental breakdown or something. And she's like
Real.
shouting at her kids and she's like, devil worship. And the little girl is just so scared.
So real. Why is it being imported like this, guys?
Devil worship. I don't like how he's playing with his hair. That's strange. It's really quite embarrassing even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Another murder weapon? It makes sense that she was double blading. How else would there be just one stab wound? She's so precise, she stabbed him once with one knife and stabbed him in the exact spot with another.
Okay, there's no more compression. That's good. Okay, so we just need to reload the images. Makes sense.
What kind of outfit
Yeah,
are you
that
wearing?
looks way better.
Mr. Edgeworth.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Oh. Or didn't you hear me? Oh, man, double worship.
He's feeling this guy is the devil and it's just a dude.
No, he's a demon. He's Satan.
Are you sure about that, Cat?
Yes. The temperature went up when he walked in the room. How else do you explain that? Besides,
Are you sure you don't just have a fever?
No. Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature. There is Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you've made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court
There we
accepts
go.
this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch in.
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. I can't with the judge.
W judge.
He doesn't want to open the knife,
Just in case he cuts himself.
then he can't hit
There
his
we-
gavel. If you can't hit the gavel, you're basically not a judge. You might as well be a lawyer.
What's wrong with being a lawyer?
You're not a judge.
Damn.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore. Very true. Phoenix has a
So
very,
real.
very true. Come on, just hurry up and open it. You open it, Emma. You're the scientist. Oh, I am not controlling it. Okay. I thought I was. Now I'm controlling it. When it's time for me to get.
Imported
Pulled a knife on her.
resources plus.
So scary like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stained blood. Blood!
Oh, I'm gonna amend that.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
To fix some straight.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecution and the police and this knife?
Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Just keep your eyes closed, sir.
No spells.
No, the strategy is you get the judge to cut himself on the knife and then use that as evidence to put him as the criminal.
He probably wants me to cut myself on the knife so that I sacrifice blood to this demon.
Yeah.
Crazy. This knife is special, but I can't see how here. Why? Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and good. So you just told me then.
Wait, what?
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it.
There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Aji. We haven't exactly announced it. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Order!
Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department's situation. Oh, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances
Okay,
of
so
that are
now
really
we
slim,
turn that on.
scientifically speaking. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
I don't think this guy understands how secrets work. He just told us literally.
Hold it! Excuse me, special.
Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that explain... Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto. But I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery.
Whoops.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler.
Okay, that looks so much nicer. There we go.
This
okay,
knife
we
was
got,
found on the
we got
scene
rid
of our
the
crime.
impression.
I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that can go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about that knife that would give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, right? Evidence that links the knife to the detective. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. Try presenting a piece of evidence somehow this time. So how were things down at the department? Let's look at the knife, I guess. I mean, SL9 too, it says on there. We did hear that. Oops.
How much bigger is the game now than it was before? Give me a second to check this, guys. Okay,
There's
so
a small
currently,
tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code, BL6. Maybe it's a case number.
okay.
That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Okay.
There we go. Okay, now we're gonna upload that to the Go.Steam application.
Oh, it's this. It's upside down. Upside down.
Okay, now I'm gonna push that to the Steam branch. All right. Give it a second. Oh wait, never mind. Wait.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I
got
just
a
remembered something.
Good look
guys.
in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So something did happen. Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, you didn't ask. No matter, I understand. You were busy with what Lon's case. Well, what happened?
Okay, if I extract the files and I delete that, and I move this stuff to the top layer, right?
Which one should
Now
I
I can
present? The
export it.
knife or should I present? Let's present the knife. Okay, it's not the knife. Dang it!
The knife is obviously not related to the murder.
The knife is related. I'm trying to prove that it's related.
Nope,
I
not
know.
related. The knife is absolutely unassociated with the murder.
Wait a second. Aha! At last, an honest to goodness objection. What do you mean at last? I've only did it once. Chill out, okay? Don't make me feel bad about myself. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
Aha!
Okay, there we go.
And honest to
Confirmation, okay.
goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? That is great.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important why?
Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7s12 divided by 2.
Right, Judge. Your Honor, it's upside down.
Okay.
Upside down.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
Ah! Ah!
What's the size difference between these two?
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag.
The size on disc is like the exact same size, guys. There is essentially no difference between these two versions right here.
Oh, well. I guess the
Okay,
cat's
then.
out of the bag. You win, righto? I win. What game is this guy playing? The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence.
Okay, nice.
So this
There we
knife
go.
was stolen.
Some good progress.
Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice! Let's show a little
Nice.
worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happened. I don't like seeing his
Imagine-
full mouth of teeth.
Imagine your family member died and like the like lawyers are just like, nice, good job finding out evidence
Nice.
and made case.
Nice evidence.
W.
It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edward's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Should we tween the motion of the camera? We should tween the motion of the camera, shouldn't we?
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another
Nice.
detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact surprising, isn't it, Edgy?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a...
Oh, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto? I suppose I could help if you get by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Oh God. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed. Hang on, can we save? Okay. When the victim died, we already know when the victim died. They died at 5:15. How the victim was killed, we already kind of know that because it was a knife, right? Well, actually, we don't know. We don't know that. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing. Knife.
Whoa.
A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's
We're
not the only
cooking
thing that
now.
was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Five. 5:15. But that's when
Why does that
Detective
look less
Goodman
smooth?
was killed in the prosecutor's office.
What?
Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This just might be my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident.
I don't like how that looks, guys.
2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. Can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. I already did check it out.
I don't like how that looks, guys.
How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You don't understand.
Try to understand, Righto.
Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the 2 murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department.
Be a coincidence.
I don't like how that looks, guys. I don't like how that
Alright,
looks.
let's
I
look
think
at
I'm
our
gonna reset it.
evidence. Alright, let's look at our knife. The good knife. Edgeworth's knife.
How can you use those without hands?
I know! Parking stub. Miles
Okay,
Edgeworth.
so I guess we're just gonna keep it like this then.
At 5:12.
Yeah, that works fine, I think.
Blue Badger. Autopsy. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. How big is this knife? How can I tell if it's 4.5 inches? Edgeworth,
Okay.
in the wild, I think my fruit peeling theory is right. Hang on. How could Edgeworth peel fruit? Hate how they don't want me to push the ringer on the.
Does that work? Okay, yeah, that works better right there. Nice. Okay. So I just have to do that for all of them then. That's fine.
I guess whatever it is has to be the knife, right?
How does the zoom work with this right here?
The knife is also kind of greasy. No lie.
Okay, the menu also needs to be under the canvas layer too, I think. If I spawn the menu in again. UI open menu. Okay, so it's in the UI menu that we have to do that. And we have to make sure that it's under the canvas layer.
Hmm.
What about my attorneys?
Does that work? Okay, we're gonna just add a canvas layer to everything real quick and you know, do that for all like our scenes. Because now that we have 3 scenes, we gotta make sure that's like consistent between all 3 of them, you know? Imagine having consistency, Kathy.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me either. I'm trying though.
Trying.
Indeed. Okay, and now we're making a canvas layer. There we go. Ah, you know what? We're gonna just make a canvas thing right here.
Canvas.
Yeah, we're gonna just make a canvas layer object which points to the canvas layer. Add menu. There we go, and then we do that, and then... Okay, and then we just have something that just says UI.canvasLayer equals self here. Which is, you know, very simple script for this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then we just make sure we just slap that on top of each one of these canvas layers, and that should work, I think. That should work, I think.
See what a man.
What's happening, Gabby?
I don't know.
Your wings were instantly deflated as soon as your mic died. Or your sails were instantly deflated. Is that the saying?
Sail. She sails. She sails by the seashore.
Are you going delirious, Cappy?
Not at
I
all.
would believe it if you told me that you were growing delirious as time went on.
Not at all. When the victim died, where the victim was found. When did the victim die? We know
There we go.
how
Nice,
the
nice,
victim was killed. Stabby stab.
Okay, I think we're gonna have a tab button for the player list.
So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. Dang. They're just a corpse to you? Who worked with you? But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Did he? It was stolen from the evidence. Yeah. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy. Happy we just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Not officially linked to the criminal. Okay, so what do I do?
Wait, Canvas layer equals null is first. Okay.
Do I present the knife? Because there's no like. I present the knife. What if I threaten him with the knife? Does that work?
Here we go. And now we're going to input map. Let's not show built-in actions.
My point. No. Oh, maybe it's this one, the last one.
Share list. And then we're gonna add actions of tab.
It's not.
What the hell's back tab?
My boy.
What's wrong, Cappy? What's wrong?
My boy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Heh? You don't say. Well, out with it, righto? What's your connection?
I would feel incredibly offended if I was called Righto.
Righto. By someone you don't even know. My pillows, please. The pillows on my chair were sliding.
They deserve to slide.
No. Alright. Now the connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number and the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very
dead.
same evidence room.
Oh.
He is dead.
There do seem
Imagine
to
being
be
dead.
too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
I hate him. I hate him staring into my soul. Please stop. Please
You
stop.
deserve this.
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information? Unofficially?
I don't think that would hold up in a state of court, though. You know.
Sure, why not?
W.
It's unofficial after all. But really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor, one at the police. It can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. Wait, do we have the same things? Oh, shoot. Sorry.
I'm gonna make this like 255. Or not 255, but like 125?
If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Do you?
Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's division. I'm not sure that matters. He was a detective, right? So, we already know. The victim's gender? I don't think that really matters either. Although the one lady was a man-hater. She was a weirdo. I mean, no, she didn't hate men. She hated women.
Did she hate herself?
She did.
Damn.
All that self-loathing. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? Not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. Well, keep tight lid on the ID numbers, so don't you go getting
ID. I think the ID number would tell you exactly who the victim is.
The ID number's 4206969?
Wait, really?
No.
Oh, sad. I
5842189.
Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82, I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
5842189. This actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something. What does it tell you?
Okay.
5842189. Oh my god, it's the same.
He had a twin. An evil twin.
And now they're both dead. Someone took them both out. Witness.
Okay.
What is it, Mr.
Populate
Wright?
player list.
You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, I just got confused. And this news? Huh? Just come on, out with it, both guns blazing like you always do.
Okay, so we got the
Police
player name.
Prosecutors. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time.
Okay, there we go.
Actually, I happen to have a police ID number right here.
Uh-huh. Is it yours?
Judge, I'm not a police. I'm a defense attorney. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Look, man, he dropped it, okay? Is it a crime for me to have it when he's dead?
And this means what exactly? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, right? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. Oh man, we're finishing each other's sentences. The two ID numbers are identical, in other words. The detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. Oh my god, the judge killed him? The judge is admitting his fault. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police station in the evidence room at the same exact time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time in a completely different location? Perhaps Edgeworth's trunk is a portal. No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about it? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Oh no, he's scary. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight.
Is he a demon?
Yes, he is. His eyes were glowing. The grave error. Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours. What? How? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait!
Okay.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere in the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
First game to get cancelled.
Dang, Emma, this is your first episode in the game and you're already criticizing people. You're ableist. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I hate it. Stop. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. Oh no. Yeah, literally that's him. I hate it. Why does the game do that? It just wants to make you uncomfortable. Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. It needs to be the new image for the staring redeem. Yeah, we could do that. And how is this rule
Needs to be
relevant?
darker.
But I think if we do that, I want the sound to like come in second. Like I want it to be like in the game where he's just staring and then stuff starts. Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Rido over here. Good job, Rido, my boy.
Rido.
I am not your boy. I was just doing my job. No. No! I think Edgeworth needs to take that guy out back. Give him a little tussle. You know, with his 4.5-inch knife. It's okay, I already got him out of a murder once. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court.
No, I definitely think we've had worse things.
I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
We've literally had the prosecutor be the murderer. Like, I'm confused.
Like, we've had that happen like 8 times.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyways? I'm a little confused. Oh, well, let's see. The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. Imagine dying twice.
Gonna be me.
What's this? And the evidence part. The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Try to, at least. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us.
Here we go.
You know,
Players
I
list.
really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. He would only kill him in a car. Edgeworth's car. That oil drum, was it empty? Oh, oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Okay, we increased the opacity a little.
My sister erased the evidence at the crime scene. Never.
Even though she says that they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do. I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. But whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in the oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
There we go.
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anybody's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh man, we're cool now. Test for blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it.
Like this, see?
Just the A button, this press, spray.
Okay, let's find some bloodstain.
How much do I got? Can I spray anywhere?
Player list, maybe.
I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a bloodstain?
It's so. Ugh.
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood.
Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we'll definitely know that this is a bloodstain.
But does something strike you as odd? Specifically speaking, of course. Scientifically speaking, of course.
Huh.
Is something weird with the bloodstain location? I don't think so. The perpetrator and the Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little bit more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, they'd have to have been more blood on than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay? I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. Saved up my allowance to buy that.
We can't be
What
sure
if
that the
I-
police will reveal all the evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
And let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Aren't you investigating a real crime now?
Yeah, we are. We're not investigators, though. Guess I should give this a spray on something, anything suspicious. Huh? I think she's suspicious. Let's spray her down. She's covered in blood. I know it. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Miss Star!
You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house! Sorry, it's just that kind of bleeding doesn't really get my mouth watering. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but
No, it's okay. It was my fault.
oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid that it wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
It's also a crime. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. The chief prosecutor's guy stabbed a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes. It was a long time ago, well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me,
At the end,
they coughed it up.
spelled that completely wrong, guys. I
Coughed
spelled
it
that
up.
so wrong.
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of the suspects after suspect, and before long they called me the cough up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
Yeah.
And you were let go or fired? All because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Wait, can I talk to her about that? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know? Really? That knife was evidence from the case. The murder. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. And I suspect SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? No, apparently not. Apparently not.
We should use players list for this. There we go.
It's even
Okay,
busier here
nice.
today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast, they're blurry. I suppose it makes sense that the detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime, according to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. Just like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Oh wait, can we? Oh, we can. Oh. He's got a cow hat. And a cactus. What's with the
There
decor
we
in
go.
this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if there's a guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I
There
know
we
who
go.
he is already. Texas. Texas. Oh, we can't click on the Texas. Drinking on the job? That's crazy. It looks like there's a video feed
That
from the
makes it
evidence
sound
room.
like you've done that before, Cappy.
Huh?
How do you drink on the job, Cappy?
Of course not. Although, one of my coworkers definitely does.
Oh no. Oh no.
It says recording. I bet we could use the computer to check on who went in and out of there. No! No!
Goodbye, Cappy.
Oh, goodbye.
I want to raid you since I finished doing the programming I needed to for the day, you know?
That's crazy.
Indeed, I'm evil.
I'm realizing. Who are you?
Indeed, I am a monster, Cappy.
Excellent.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
How do I leave this call?
I
Okay,
don't know. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and went out of there. There's a lot of alcohol here. Whoa, sir, how do I know you're doing your job? That's kind of cute, actually. The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through there, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself. Kind of cactus is cute. Yipes! These sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. Those cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Oh, so she wears a cow hat? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that was it. It's a poncho, but I think I'd keep that information to myself for the time being. And then this is the trap. Look on the floor, it's a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. Trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. The lasso's missed. You sure have an active imagination. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in here first. Wait, we have... Wait. We have the ID card. Can we use that? Hey, look at everything in here. Not even gonna comment that he was thinking on the top. Let's go here. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. But not as dead as that other guy. But there is a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time at the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. Don't mess up or we could wind up dead. Oh, Emma's in the dead choke. Got him. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Where is our boy? I thought he'd be there. Gumshoe. It's like Miss Sky is in question. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? You witch! Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. Okay. Fuck the edge. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Dang. Wait, can we spray around here? Can we spray? Spray. Oh. Nothing suspicious here. I guess Edgeworth did not murder someone. Very good. Oh, there's blood there. This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer. She did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with taking sides. But that just means Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting Okay, let's go to here. And let's go to here. Don't. What if there's blood on the alcohol bottle? Oh, on the cactus. Wow, we got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Did someone try to stick that somewhere? I think they might have. They tried to have a little seat. Is that it? Okay. Let's spray this place down. Of course, the blue badger would never be a murderer. What about these guys? They were covered in blood. Okay. I think we're gonna have to do one more spray. Oh. Would be awfully curious. Perhaps I have not gotten all of it won't let me move? Okay. Yeah, she doesn't want to talk to me about that. you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes, so you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain-link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. I do not know. I do not know. But, okay. Now it appears. Strange. Huh. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. They're nothing to them. Disposable. We're nothing to them. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Oh my god, executed. Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did decisive evidence. They never did find decisive evidence. Why are you back?
Have you heard that there are French toast bagels now, apparently?
I can't hear you.
Have you heard that there's French toast bagels now?
French toast bagels?
Yes.
That sounds pretty good.
It is really good. It's like kind of sweet. It smells really nice, and I like it with honey.
Nice. I had this
I mean-
huge bagel when I went to New York. It was like...
Yeah.
It was strawberry, cream cheese, and I forgot what the bagel flavor. It was rainbow. It was like a Valentine's Day one. That's cute.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds nice.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
I got my disappear again. Goodbye, Cappy.
Good night. On the basis of evidence of a sort, made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. I thought it was gonna be Edgeworth. I thought it was gonna be the guy that they killed. They're obviously the murderers. What if it was the chief? Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over. He was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten. Neither have I. You haven't forgotten SO9. There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. I mean, even if you do find out, right? You're not getting your job back. You know that, right? Like, you're still gonna be the lunch lady. I don't know what to tell you. Those lunches you sell. There is only one reason I came to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriend. How many does she have, anyways? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we have new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Of course, the cowboy guy likes the steak. Miss Starr, Officer Marshall, is he, you're his, are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. He was nice to me. This would be when Officer Marshall came. Now he's so cold. Cold, calculated killer. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. See, thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Alright, let's see if we can this place is charged with bad. Please. Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. What if I give it to Gumshoe instead? I like him better. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Sure did. We don't need to remind ourselves something that just happened. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everybody's topsy-turvy. But Gumshoe, who is it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Is it Meekins? I feel like they would push it off on him. Even though he's not a bad. I can't get to the thing from here. Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down the road right now. Things just will get confusing. Oh. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. It is him. Oh, hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. Like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins. You didn't, did you? Perpetrator. Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. Sir, oh my god, please no. Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir. Sir? Oh, I can hear you just fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. Well, normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. Sir?
Take that!
Oh, no. You gotta say, take that, sir. Be respectful. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. What the heck is this guy doing? What happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Right. Might I ask what happened to your hand? Sir, there is no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Scott. With different hands. Had another similarity between the case and the one in the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you label me a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in the detention, and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I hope you could say that. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger, or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. You didn't know him. Sir, I worked in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he has a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Let's spray him down. Oh, sir, I really have no idea what that is. He's passing the buck, right? It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgewood. Officer Meekin, this is for you. Eek, I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir. In my dream, sir. And I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Been through a lot of murders, exactly. He's a murderer. But he's not here still. Come on, dude. I don't know what else I would give him. That's it, sir. That's it. That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card. Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better pry this a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A little lost lamb, if you will. I didn't know that Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought that he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID. Well, that sounds pretty much like by the books so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you, my own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day at the time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? On a security camera. The crime. My crime. The crime I swore I stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. And you waited until now to tell us? I'm sorry. Really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we'd better go check out the crimes. Yay! Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief of detectives desk. It's police. No, God, no, no. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means. If there's anything missing. Sure. I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of the drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Ah! Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? How does he want us to swim? Oh, Chief Grant. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I don't like this music. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know. They're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having the top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? On Karma. A legend, he was undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too? I mean, they're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says, but he's only stabbed once. Let's remember that. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. Wasn't expecting much anyways. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff, secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trapped. He was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that. Whoops! Wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Wait. What if I pull a knife on him? Honestly, I don't want to talk to him anymore. Dang it, he's not here. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed, I think. I don't want to talk to that guy. Oops. I don't want to talk to him. He creeps me out, man. Alright, let's see if there's somebody we can raid. Actually, you know what? Do it like this. My computer's so slow. My phone updated and now I can't find things and I'm so confused where things are. Bum, 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 dum, bum, bum. Oh my god, Taco Bell. Oops. Is this person's name? What? Good night. So long. Farewell.
Capybara